Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're just going to have a little sit down chat and talk about the things that we've been discussing in class and our topics that we've focused on this week about health and technology. And we're just going to hone in on some of those things that I found pretty interesting and that I wanted to do a little more reflecting on. And you'll see me glancing down here. I just got my laptop here with the topics I was talking about. The first one that I took an interest in during these weeks was by a company, Halo Neuroscience, which is a company that has developed these headphones so they're over-the-head headphones here, where they have these things all along the headpiece that are supposed to send signals and create certain brain stimulations. And these stimulations, the idea is that they can increase the speed of which someone has training gains, whether that's in cycling or weightlifting or even playing an instrument or perfecting a golf swing. And so the idea is that by wearing these and by training with these on, it's gonna make the connection between brain and muscle even stronger so that the person has the ability to make gains faster than someone who isn't wearing these sort of headphones or just training in their normal human capabilities, which I thought was pretty interesting and a really interesting claim. And so it got me wondering how legitimate it is and if they've really done a lot of backing on it or a lot of research. And actually on their website they have a whole results tab that shows all the different case studies that they've done to back the headphones that they've made. And you can see, and they've done different things. They've gone to UNC, they've done it with the USA cycling team, they've even, what I thought was the most interesting, they even worked with the United States military, the SEALs units, and so they've done testing on them to see if they can even improve their training abilities in our military, which was something I wasn't expecting to see. So it's obvious that there's a varying degree of categories of things that this could be helpful on. And so I don't know, I think that's a pretty interesting idea. But then, I mean, at this point they're pretty expensive and not accessible to general population, but I'm wondering if by the day that that does become a more regular thing, or maybe other companies grow on it and it becomes more accessible to people, will it really affect our competitive sports or even music? Because are we going to see it like other performance enhancing drugs where it's an unfair advantage to the people who are just using their natural abilities? So I think that's something interesting that we'll keep an eye on in the future. The other topic that I focused on that also sort of has to do with increasing performance, but sort of in different aspects of it, is binaural beats. So that's the idea that with headphones in, talking about headphones again, there we go. With headphones in, the idea is that you're getting two different frequencies within your ear, and then these two frequencies sort of create one in your brain that starts a certain stimulation or has different effects on your brain when you're listening to it. So there's all different frequencies. They go from delta to gamma, and each of these different frequencies is said to have a different effect on your brain. So the lower ones, so it starts in delta, is the lowest one. So those ones are more the ones where you listen to it while you're falling asleep or when you need to relax or more meditation type of listening. And then generally it goes up and up until you get to gamma. So gamma is the highest hertz or frequency, and so that's when you're, say, studying for a big exam or you really need to focus or you need to spark creativity in something, is when you would listen to that sort of frequency. Which I've listened to a few, but I've listened to them when it's not really a serious situation or there's other distractions going on, so I can't attest to this personally, but it just really sparked my interest because I've always been the person to, when I was studying for a big exam, I'd listen to classical music. I my brain, I feel like, when I'm listening to it, so I think this will be really interesting to play around with and to see. And I've never tried it during sleep or anything like that. I haven't been one to ever listen to relaxing music or something, but I think that's interesting. We could dive into someday. But I think it's pretty cool. These two topics lined up pretty closely using, you know, standard headphones. We think of just listening to music, but the capability of them. You can change your brain stimulation. You can make frequencies in your brain to either stimulate sleep or stimulate analytical thinking. It's just, I don't know. Technology these days is pretty amazing in what it can do for us, and even just from the simple first idea of headphones, we've grown to here. So those are the things I focused on this week, and it's definitely got me thinking about some things and seeing if I'm going to do a little more exploring into it. But yeah, thanks for listening. Make sure to like and subscribe my channel. Also follow me on Instagram. It's going to be linked below. And yeah, you can read the blog post to get a little more detail about it and some pictures and links to the articles that I talked about. And yeah, thanks for watching.